Alright, good morning guys. We are back at Lakey today for some turkey hunting. It is April 11th, about 7:30. Just got set up in the blind, pop-ups ready to roll. Got my new Matthews lift for pigs and the shotgun for some turkey. Heard a few coming in just a minute ago. Sun's just peeked over the horizon, so it's starting to, hopefully we get some activity to pick up here soon. But we're going to give it a shot this morning. I know it's been a while since we've had a hunting video, but maybe we can get some activity, show y'all what we got coming through. But let's just sit tight, see what happens. We just had about 3 or 4 gobble directly to my east. Did a really light yelp. They're going at it back there. They're right on us. Okay guys, I got either a Jake or Tom out 50 yards to my northeast. It just came out of nowhere. The flock is more east. We've been hearing it on the other property line, but I've got one in view. I can't tell if it's a Jake or Tom. So one bird down. We can still hear the flock directly to my east. I videoed that one. He was strutting around my jake decoy for a while. Popped it several times. I finally had enough of his crap. Said screw it. We got the new Matthews lift. I just sighted it in yesterday. We let an arrow fly at 15 yards straight to the chest. He ran 12 yards to the east, flopped over dead. We're going to leave him there. Maybe he'll act as a decoy for us. But I'm just waiting to see if that group of birds come in. There's been about 20 to 25 hens with 4 to 5 toms. I'd like to get one of those out of the group with the shotgun or bow. Just depends what we get them into. But we'll keep hanging out. It's 8:30. It's warming up. Good start to the morning though. Let's keep it rolling. Oh, well, that was an insane, unreal morning of turkey hunting, guys. I literally just got in the blind. Not even 7:30. Birds were hollering about 7:45, 8. We were hearing them moving around. They were up. They were between me and Dad. We were doing some light calling. Looked like they couldn't figure out where they wanted to go. He saw them on the other side of the property line at our neighbor's feeder, and they still won't shut up. They're just across the fence line to the north of us here right now, like 60 yards out. But had that Jake come in while that group of toms was out running around with hens, went ahead and smoked the Jake, first one with a bow. Not long after that, birds quit. They shut up, no noise, but I could hear them through the brush making their way my direction from the east, and I could hear them putting. I might have heard a little drumming, and I kept looking that direction, and they popped up out of the wood line 70 yards or so, and I saw some hens go across, and then the toms popped out. The toms and one hen came down towards me. The rest of the hens went in different directions. The toms went straight to that dead bird on the ground, that Jake, and they were beating the crap out of him. Didn't care about my decoys, didn't care about corn. They were just popping the crap out of that dead Jake. So if you saw, I got my shotgun. I was going to shoot with my shotgun. I said, nah, you know what? They're 15 yards or so. I felt pretty confident with my bow shot this morning, guesstimating for the offset. And so I pulled my bow out, and the biggest one that was standing still was just right on top of the Jake, just staring there, flared out. And I got just along its breast, along its wing there, straight up in the middle above the leg, and plucked it. And he just barreled over, fell over, and none of the other birds went anywhere. They just jumped a little bit and stayed right there. The other three toms and were running around, didn't know what to do, and then they were slapping that dead tom. But that was insane. I've never had that many birds come to me like that before, with my movement, making noise, getting a bow shot like that, shooting two in one sit. That was awesome. It's been a while since I've got a good bird from out here at the ranch, but that was good. I let the other three roll out of there, as you saw with the hen, so Dad can get one, and maybe a buddy if he can get out here soon. So if they can get those called in next trip, that'd be good. So we left a few, but 2 birds down. God, they're still going at it. 2 birds down. I'm gonna go stick them in the Ranger real quick, and we'll sit for another hour or so, see if Dad can get one. Let's get over here and check out these birds real quick. You can see the blinds behind me. Feeder. Birds were just off to the side here. I saw them kind of pop out right under that tree there, oak tree. But let's see. Wow. Lit him up good. That's why he collapsed and didn't go nowhere. Sticking all the way through. Yep, just winged him. Awesome beard. Good beard. That's what I'm looking for. Solid bird, nice little spur. That one a little rounded off. Bit sharper on that one. Big feet. That's a solid bird, man. Beautiful. That bloodline all the way through. That's good. That's why he didn't go nowhere. And then the Jake. Nothing crazy there, but we just shot this one. I can't see it. Not much of spurs there. Yeah, definitely a younger bird, but hey, 2 with the bow. That'll work. Okay, so the Jake we shot right here on that decoy, which performed well, and I can see my arrow about 20 yards behind it here. Let's see what the damage is. I'm assuming it went all the way through. I hope. Yes, it did. All the way. That's why he didn't go too far either. Awesome. Turkey arrows for the year. Alright guys, back in the blind for the afternoon hunt. Pretty good, exciting morning with the birds showing up and getting a couple shots on them. On the way back here, I saw the flock of toms that I let walk this morning after shooting one from that flock. So scared them in between this property and next door. So hopefully they'll come back out. We got a couple hours till dark, but really just hoping some pigs come in this evening and see if we can get a shot on one of those. They've been coming here quite a bit, so I mixed up some expired food and dumped it by the feeder. We got white lights on the feeder, so we'll see if we can get one of those to come in. Sweating my tail off out here. It got hot today. I think it's probably close to 90 right now, and that sun's just beaming on the blind here. As you can see, it's shooting right through here from my southwest side, but hopefully we got a little bit of light, so we'll see what shows up. We let the new Matthews lift X 29.5 eat this morning, which that's pretty cool. I just sighted it in with some co-workers yesterday and made it happen this morning, so good stuff. I'm hooked now. Quick shout out to two channels that really got me back into wanting to do some bow hunting. Michael Middleton from Texas Bow Hunter, as well as Jay Slot Outdoors. His videos really hit hard, and the stuff he's doing. So check out those two channels if you haven't, guys. Good bow hunting content out of Texas. So go check out their videos as well. But stay tuned. We'll see if we can get something in. So unfortunately, this is the only other bird we saw this weekend, was this lone hen. She didn't commit all the way to the feeder. She kind of moused around on the outskirts, checked things out, but she never did commit. Just kind of roamed around out in the field, and then she disappeared, and we did not get eyes back on her. Alright guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. That's going to do it for this episode. We did have some pigs come in that Friday night. Unfortunately, they didn't commit all the way into the feeder, wouldn't turn the light on, and I made some noise in the chair. I did that number where I was going to check out my camera to make sure it was on it, came out of the chair, and it made that bump noise, that, you know, spring in action. It just made a popping thud noise, and it booked one. He took off to the woods. You know, turkeys, they've been consistent coming in. But they only worked with us on Friday, being out quite a bit. Saturday and Sunday, windy conditions. They just weren't moving much. They dipped off in the draws, didn't come out to the feeders. So hopefully on the next trip, they'll be a little bit more vocal again and moving around. Hopefully cooperate with us some more so we can get some more action. So we used the new Lift X 29.5. I just got it a couple weeks ago. Got it dialed in on Thursday, literally a day before we shot the birds with it. Let's check it out real quick. So this is it, guys, up close for it. We'll do a quick rundown. This is the 29.5. I've got it set at 27.5-inch draw length, 61 pounds. The Matthews UV Ultra View slider dialed in at 20 yards, go up to 60. I have the vertical pin. We're trying that one out, but it worked great. Ultra Rest dovetail rest, no issues there. The stabilizer, I don't know if y'all noticed in the video, but I had it locked in like that, secured for storage. I didn't even have it out when I shot. I just forgot to set it up, deploy it before the hunt, and it still worked, no issues. If you notice, the boa didn't move much after my shot. It stayed right there. I had a little drop. The kickstand, I have a bow hanger in the blind, but I mean, that's awesome if you're gonna, you know, be in a ground blind or on the ground, to use it and have somewhere to store it without having to lean it up against something and mess up your cams and all that good stuff. But worked great. I'm hooked, addicted, ready to get on some more wildlife with this. So the arrows we used, I've had these forever, Easton Bloodlines. I think these are the 330s, and then the broadhead was the G5 Montec. Fixed blade, man, worked great. I'm trying to basically shoot all these arrows out and move on to some newer Eastons, but I've had these forever and they're still working, so I got a few left. We'll keep plucking them through. Well, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I know it was a long one. Thanks for sticking with me all the way throughout it. We'll be back out there in a couple weeks to try to get on some more turkeys and pigs if they want to show up. Until then, we'll see you on the next episode. Later.